I've been studying the Bible for 40 years plus, and there's some things in the Bible I still don't understand real well. And one of them you can find in the book of Exodus, chapter number 8. If you remember, the story goes, if you never read the portion of the Bible, certainly you saw Cecil B. DeMille's movie, Exodus. Well, anyway, the children of Israel were in bondage, and God sent Moses to Pharaoh and says, "Let my people go out of this bondage." Pharaoh has a hard heart. He disobeys God, and he won't release the people, won't let them go. And so God sends plagues and plagues and plagues. And then I think, I got to laugh a little bit because I think God's got a sense of humor. And one of the plagues that he sends are frogs. So the frogs are there, and the frogs are in the ovens, and the frogs are in the beds, and the frogs are in the weedy cereal that Pharaoh's eating, and frogs everywhere you can imagine, frogs where you may not imagine, and there you got this problem. So Pharaoh says, you know what, maybe it'd be a good idea now to get rid of these frogs, and I'll call Moses back over here and see if he won't pray to God to get rid of these frogs. Moses comes over to see Pharaoh, and Moses says to Pharaoh, "When do you want to get rid of the frogs there, Pharaoh boy?" And Pharaoh says, "Tomorrow." "What? Tomorrow?" He's going to hold on to this plagues and the consequence of these frogs everywhere, and that's bewildering to me. Why would you want to do that? But it's kind of like people today, isn't it? Like, same as we are. We're getting caught up in something that disagreeable to God, and we ought not be in it. And when are you going to get rid of that habit? When are you going to get rid of that vice? When are you going to get right with God? Well, I'll do that. I'll do that in another week or so, or it's kind of like New Year's is coming up here now, and so we make all these resolutions. I'm going to go on a diet, and I'm going to run, and I'm going to do all this. Well, when are you going to start it? Well, I can't start it January 1st because we're going to have all these holiday foods and all that, so I forget the diet I was going to go on. I'll just go one more day, Well, I have one more day of frogs, and I'll have one more day of consequences. So Exodus chapter number 8, and this is how the story unfolded, and you can find it for yourself there. Here it goes, over the book of Moses, the strangest things I found about a man named Pharaoh. He had plagues all over town, but he was very hard and he disobeyed the things that God had said. So the Lord sent fleas, flies and frogs, and turned the water to a bloody red. Moses said to Pharaoh, "Won't you let my people go?" Pharaoh said to Moses, "Now you know that can't be so. Come back in the morning, I'll take a journey with you on and on. But today I just can't give them up. I want one more night with the frogs, one more night with the stinking in frogs, one more night in sin. Had a terrible time with them last night, and I just want to do it again. Well, it'll always be a puzzle to me. Reckon it's all because while it could have sleep, rest and peace, but chose one more night with the frogs. Well, today we'll go out of people like the one in Egypt's land, go staggering, slipping and sliding, doing all they can to stand. Just holding on to some little rose, and it don't matter a little at all. They're gonna give it up, and while they want one more night with the frogs, one more night with the sneaking frogs, one more night in sin. Had a doggy.